So Joe Biden got called out for another one of his lies. Now, if you don't know, now everybody talks about Trump being a pathological liar. That's obviously true, he is. But nobody in the media ever talks about Joe Biden being a pathological liar. That was one of my biggest sort of pet peeves about the election, was that nobody would do that. Remember the whole Nelson Mandela thing that he talked about, and all the lies about civil rights and the lies about his academic record. There's even one clip where he actually lies, I think it was 3 times, about how well he did academically. He was actually really bad academically. But he lied about everything. He said he had like multiple degrees, multiple undergraduate degrees. He lied about the level that he finished in his law school. He is a pathological liar. He lies about literally everything. Now, there's something interesting, which is that Joe Biden is actually going to be the first president since Ronald Reagan not to have an Ivy League degree. And so he instead claimed, he said, when you guys started talking on television about Biden, if he wins, he'll be the first person without an Ivy League degree to be elected president. I'm thinking, who the hell makes you think I need an Ivy League degree to be president? And so what's going on is he's actually misquoting people, and he's lying about the idea of being the first president without an Ivy League degree. There's a lot of presidents who got elected, I guess, without even having a college degree. Period. I think Abe Lincoln was even self-taught. I don't know the level of his education though. But he would be the first one to have an Ivy League degree ever since Ronald Reagan, which is a big deal in and of itself. That's actually a big deal. I just wish it was someone more respectable than him, because I don't really buy his story as being someone who's like a working class Joe or anything like that. I really don't buy that. It would have been much more interesting if it was somebody who legitimately went to just like a normal school or whatever, just like, your middle of the road university. But Joe Biden was just kind of a dumbo, basically, academically, his entire career. And he obviously was a sellout in office. So I don't really buy his story. It doesn't really work here. But that actually is a big deal, and I think that it is important. It is cool to have a president that doesn't have an Ivy League degree. Obviously, that's not necessarily an indicator of anything, although it can be. But honestly, it really has to be something that's noted. But honestly, with this, it really goes to show you that Joe Biden is a pathological liar. Now, I remember this. This was one of the things that I remember. He talked about in his debate with Tom Steyer, he was talking about climate change, and he said that he was one of the first people to introduce a bill about climate change. And PolitiFact fact-checked that as a yes. But he also claimed that they called it a game changer. It was a really random sort of embellished claim that's like a cherry on top. And the PolitiFact says, no, we never called it a game changer. And so that to me is sort of a key aspect of pathological liars, is when there's something that you don't need to lie about and you lie about it, especially when it's like a cherry on top kind of thing. Like, that alone is a big thing, right? It's a big thing to be the first president since Ronald Reagan not to have an Ivy League degree. That's a big deal. But then you have to add on the cherry on top of trying to make it seem that the media was quoting you to be the first president without an Ivy League degree since the beginning of the presidency in the United States. It's really bad, and I would say it's pretty worrisome and kind of just unfortunate.